Good morning, students. Now, in today's lecture, we are going to start miscellaneous exercise. But before starting miscellaneous exercise, we have two important examples. You should know this example. Like I am solving this example number 14. Example number 14 is important, and the question is, if x plus iy is equal to c, if x plus iy is equal to a plus ib upon a minus ib, then prove that x square plus y square is equal to 1. Very simple question it is. It can be asked in your objective question also. Like you will be given, if x plus iy is equal to this much, then what is the value of x square plus y square? It is solved example. So you can see this how to solve in your book. But I am giving another method. See how to solve. Since x plus iy is equal to a plus ib upon a minus ib, taking modulus on both sides. Take modulus on both sides. See, taking modulus on both sides. So this will be mod of x plus iy is equal to mod of a plus ib upon a minus ib. Now you know what is modulus. Modulus is square root of sum of square of real part and imaginary part. Means we can write this like this is under root x square plus y square, and this can be written as a plus ib upon a minus ib separated. Now see, under root x square plus y square is equal to, this will be under root a square plus b square upon under root same thing a square plus b square. This will go. So what we have, under root x square plus y square is equal to 1, or squaring x square plus y square is equal to 1. So this proved easily. Got it? So this is how you can prove this theorem. It is actually example. Got it? Now we come to example 15. It is again important question. Given that find real theta such that find real theta such that 3 plus 2i sin theta, 3 plus 2i sin theta upon 1 minus 2i sin theta, 1 minus 2i sin theta is purely real, is purely real. If it is purely real, so in that case we have to find the value of theta. Got it? So let's see, we have to simplify this. How to simplify? First we multiply and divide this by its conjugate. Let's see how to multiply and divide. I am solving. Try to see. 3 plus 2i sin theta upon 1 minus 2i sin theta. Its conjugate is what? 1 plus 2i sin theta. So multiply this by 1 plus 2i sin theta divided by 1 plus 2i sin theta. Now let's multiply numerator and denominator separately. I am multiplying 3 1s are 3, try to understand, plus 3 2s are 6i sin theta. Here 2i sin theta into 1 plus 2i sin theta plus c 2 2s are 4 and I square sin square theta, 4 I square sin square theta upon, this is our formula a minus b and a plus b. So what will be 1 minus 4 I square sin square theta, and I square is equal to minus 1 here. So this, see this 6i sin theta plus 2i sin theta. So what we have, 3 plus 8i sin theta minus 4 sin square theta. Why minus 4 sin square theta? Because I square is equal to minus 1 upon, see this is again I square is equal to minus 1. So this becomes 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Collect real and imaginary part. So here 3 is real, 4 sin square theta is real. So we can write 3 minus 4 sin square theta plus I times of 8 sin theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Now write this in form of complex number, means real upon this much upon imaginary upon this much. So this becomes C 3 minus 4 sin square theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta plus I times of 8 sin theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta. This is a form of complex number. Now, since in the question it is given it is purely real, so if it is purely real, it means imaginary part is 0. So we write, since it is purely real, therefore imaginary z is equal to 0, means imaginary part is equal to 0. So imaginary part is this one. So what can we write? 8 sin theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta is equal to 0. Cross multiply, so what we have? 8 sin theta is equal to 0. Sin theta is equal to what? 0 by cross multiply, and upon 8 goes. So sin theta is equal to 0. Now think where we get the value of theta. 0. At 0 sin theta is 0, at 180 degree and 360 degree, means at pi, at 2 pi, at 3 pi, at 4 pi and 5 pi. So what is theta? Theta is equal to n pi, and n belongs to z, where n is an integer. So your answer is, the value of theta is what? N pi. Got it? So this is simple question and important question. So these two examples were good. So I have solved these two examples. You should practice it. Now we are coming to exercise. Example number 16 is good example, but this time it has to be written in form of polar form. So polar form is not in the syllabus this time, so I'm not doing this. So let's see the exercise. Miscellaneous exercise. We are coming to see. The first question is, Question number 1 is given. Evaluate this is what? I to the power 18 plus 1 upon I to the power 25 whole to the power 3. See, first we will simplify the bracket. I to the power 18, you know that I square is equal to minus 1, I to the power 4 is equal to plus 1. So if the exponent is more than 4, so we can convert this into power 4. So see, can we write this like this? I to the power 16 into I square plus C 1 upon I to the power 24 into 1 upon I. Can we write? Power 3. C 1 I to the power 16 is equal to 1 and this is equal to minus 1 plus C 1 upon I to the power 24 means it is multiple of 4. So it is 1 into 1 upon I whole to the power 3. C this is minus 1 plus 1 upon I whole to the power 3. Here we can do one thing. See, minus 1 into 1 upon I, multiply this by I and divide this by I whole cube. So this becomes minus 1 and this is plus this is I plus I upon minus I square, plus I square whole cube. So this becomes minus 1. So this sign becomes negative. So what we have? See, minus 1 minus I whole cube. To solve this question, you can do one thing. Take minus 1 common. So this cube will come here 1 plus I whole cube. Now this is minus and break this into 1 plus I whole cube. So what we have? See, minus and this is 1 cube plus I cube plus 3 times of 1 square into I plus 3 times of 1 into I square. A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square is the formula. So what we have? Minus C 1 cube is 1 plus I cube is minus 1. You know, I square is minus 1 into I. So I cube is what? Minus I plus 3I minus 3 because I square is equal to minus 1. Let's see. This is minus 1. 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and this one is 3I plus 1I plus 4I. So this could be your answer, or you can multiply this inside by minus. So we have 2 minus 4I is the answer of this question. Got it? So this is how you can simplify it, and you know everything, the values and the things. Got it? Now let's see question number 2. Second question, and the question is, for any two complex numbers z1 and z2, prove that. Let z1 and z2 are complex numbers. To prove that real z1 z2 is equal to real z1 real z2, like this, real z1 into real z2 minus imaginary z1 into imaginary z2, imaginary z1 into imaginary z2. We are given only two complex numbers, so we can assume two complex numbers, like let z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. Now we have to find z1 z2, and after that we get the real part. So first find z1 z2. So a plus ib into c plus id, and I have told how to multiply two complex numbers. I am multiplying a into c ac, a into d iad plus ibc plus I square bd. I square is equal to -1. So we have AC plus I is common here. We have AD plus BC, and here minus BD, because I square is equal to -1. So AC is real part, BD is real part. So we can write this AC minus BD plus I times of AD plus BC. So this is a form of complex number. In this complex number, what we have, this is real part and this was the imaginary part. So let's write real Z1 Z2 is equal to what? AC minus BD. Now let's see what is A. A is real Z1. In Z1 we real part. C is we have real Z2. C real part. B is imaginary Z1. D is imaginary Z2. So we have expand. So we can write this C real Z1 into for C real Z2 minus for B imaginary Z1 into D imaginary Z2. So this was to prove in this question. Got it? So very simple questions are, just you have to go through it, and we will not practice all those questions where we have to find the square root or the polar form. So this was question number 2. Now let's see question number 3. We have to write the given complex number into standard form. I am writing question number 3. Given reduce 1 upon 1 minus 4i 1 minus 4i minus 2 upon 1 plus I into 3 minus 4i upon 5 plus I. So simply we have to simplify. We have to simplify. Wherever we have fraction, we can multiply it by its conjugate. By taking LCM you can also solve. So better take the LCM of these two in here and multiply its conjugate here. So this is of complex number, so I am writing it by Z. C, its LCM is 1 minus 4i into 1 plus I. Here I am doing 3 minus 4i upon 5 plus I, multiply this by 5 minus I, divide this by 5 minus I, its conjugate. Here 1 minus 4i will be cancelled. We have 1 plus I into 1. We have 1 plus I minus 1 plus I will go. We have 2 times of 1 minus 4i. 2 times of 1 minus 4i. Now let's see. Z is equal to, in numerator simplify this. What we have? 1 plus I minus 2 plus 8i. Multiply minus to this side. Upon 1 into 1 minus plus I minus 4 into 1 minus 4i into this minus 4i square. Here see I am multiplying 3 5s are 15 minus 3i here 4 5s are 20 plus 20i and minus 4i square upon 5 minus I square. Got it? A plus b and a minus b. Simplify this. Z is equal to what we have? 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus I plus 8i plus 9i upon, here we have 1 minus 4i is equal to what? Minus 4i is equal to what? This is 25. It becomes plus I square is equal to minus 1, it becomes plus 4. So I am writing 1 plus 4 is 5 and minus 3i here. And here we have C. 15 minus I square is equal to minus 1. So it becomes plus 4. 15 plus 4, 19 minus 3i plus 17i upon 25 minus 1. So it becomes plus 1. Try to understand. It becomes I square is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is already here. So we have plus 1. So C, Z is equal to, we have 1 plus 9i upon 5 minus 3i into, this is 19 plus 17i upon 26. Got it? Now again multiply this. Say I am multiplying. Z is equal to 1 into 19, 1 into plus 17i. Here 19 9s are 161, 171. So plus 171i. Here 17 9s are 153. So plus 153 I square upon, this is 26 times of 5 minus 3i. Got it? Now simplify. See, 153 I square is minus 1. So Z is equal to 19 plus 17i plus 171i. We can add this. So what we have? 188. 1 plus 7 is 8. 1 plus 7 plus 1 is 8i. And here minus 153 because it is I square is minus 1 upon 26 times of 5 minus 3i. Now simplify this. Z is equal to 153 minus 19, 13 minus 9 is 4, 134 minus 134 plus 188i upon, we have 26 and 5 minus 3i. Got it? Now again we have to simplify this. Multiply this by 5 plus 3i and divide this by 5 plus 3i. Got it? So again you will simplify this. So I am leaving the calculation after this for you. You will complete this calculation. What to do? Simply, I have done this much, everything. Final result you have to find. What to do? Again you will multiply this complex number and this complex number. And here in denominator this much. So you can get the answer. Whether suppose if your answer is not matching with the answer sheet, so you can check the calculation or you can leave that much also. Got it? So this was question number 3. This kind of question will not be asked in question paper in objective question because its answer is not definite. So, but you should practice for your betterment. Now, in this lecture, I have done these many questions. Now you should practice all these questions, and in next lecture we shall see some more other questions. Till then, God bless you. Thank you very much.